The next video then is Salford City. Obviously, yesterday we looked at Oldham. We're looking at another Manchester-based team in Salford City, obviously run by the class of '92. Carl Robinson is the manager. Last season they finished 8th, missed out on the playoffs by the skin of their teeth. Could have got in to the playoff places, but missed out with a couple of games to go, or missed out on the final day, can't quite remember. In terms of the FA Cup, they got all the way to the third round before an absolute thumping at the Etihad, where they lost 8-0 to Manchester City in the third round. Look, getting to the third round and then getting Man City is what you want as a League Two team, not to then get pumped 8-0 at the Etihad. First round of the EFL Cup and EFL Trophy. I actually didn't get the thing for that. I can't go back now and go through it because I've got it all written down. But EFL Trophy, I think they got grouped. I can't quite remember. That's terrible for me. But yeah, let me just quickly have a look. We're doing the research on video rather than. Can't believe I didn't even. Out of all the teams that I've obviously gone through, I've got their EFL Trophy sort of record, and I didn't even get Salford City's, which is really poor for me. Let me just have a look. Obviously, they'd be in the northern section, wouldn't they? Salford City actually got grouped, didn't they, with a group that contained Wrexham, Port Vale, and Wolves. Lost to Port Vale, lost to Wrexham, and beat Wolves. But yeah, completely don't know what happened there. An absolute mind freeze. In terms of last season, they're missing out on the playoffs. You know, going to the Etihad was probably a nice day out, but not to lose 8-0. And obviously the aim would have been to get promoted, so missing out on the playoffs for them would have been a terrible thing. And obviously losing first round of the EFL Cup. Didn't really have any cup run apart from the FA Cup, and obviously missing out on the playoffs. How do you react to missing out on the playoffs? They've brought in Callum Cisse from Wealdstone. Jay Bird has come in from Exeter. Loic Aina is coming from Huddersfield. Adebola Oluwu is coming from Barnet. Luca Jackson's coming from Bromley. And for me, the main signing, George Grant coming in from Hearts. Salford always do this, don't they? Salford always bring in 2 or 3 big names. I think the big name is obviously George Grant coming in from the SPL. They may bring someone else in before the end of the window. And then they pick up a couple of unknowns. Callum Cisse, Jay Bird, Loic Ayin, Adebola Oluwu, Luca Jackson, who might turn out to be really solid players for them. And they do this every year. They bring 3 or 4 players that you're like, who? And then they turn out to be, you know, real gems. In terms of the outs, Junior Luamba has gone to non-league side Carlisle. Robbie Cleary has gone to Kerry in Ireland on loan. So they've not really, on Luamba, would he have played for them this season? Probably not. In terms of the players released then, John Taylor has gone to Radcliffe. Curtis Tilt, massive loss, has gone to Bradford City. That is a big loss. And that's another reason why certain teams have to get promoted, because they will lose big players like Curtis Tilt. James Carr, Ben Collins, Marcus Dackers, Sandro Da Costa, Jez Davis, Jacob Haman, Liam Humbles, Matty Lund, Conor McElhenney, Callum Morton, Liam Shepherd, and Ryan Watson all walked out the door yet to find the club. There's some big losses in there. Experience of Matty Lund, quality of Conor McElhenney and Callum Morton. Ryan Watson's a decent player. Liam Shepherd has got experience as well. And those players have just walked out the door for a free. And the players they've brought in, again, there's time for that to change. They probably will bring in a couple of loanees before the end of the window. But yeah, it is worrying that, you know, we're getting that close to the start of the season, and the players they've lost are some big hitters. In terms of the key players then, I've picked out, obviously, 3 key players. One will be a new signing. Probably can guess who that new signing is for Salford that I've picked out. But the first one is the right back, Tom Edwards. Now, former Stoke City right back. Obviously, 26 years of age. He's not, you know, old whatsoever. He's in... If he's not in his prime, he's entering the prime of his career at Salford City. A very good right back, good defensively, can go forward. but it's that defensive element for him. He's he's quite physical as well, so him at the heart of their defence, not heart because that's normally for centre backs, but a pivotal part of their defence, I should say, for Tom Edwards is obviously a big player for them. And that's the first player. The second player picked up is George Grant. Like I said, signed by the club from Hearts. Attacking midfielder, has been in the Football League before. Obviously, he's been out in Scotland. Very good technically, good on the ball, good footballing IQ. And he's going to be coming in a team behind the guy that I'm going to mention in a second. Massive hint there. But someone who I think can create from deep, can carry the team forward and couldn't get involved with goals and assists. And then the last player, Cole Stockton, 31 years of age. Doesn't matter how old this man is, he can score goals at this level. I was going to put someone else. I was going to put Ben Woodburn or Cole Stockton. I went with Stockton due to the fact that he's just an absolute gunman. And he's someone that will score them goals. As much as people say, oh, he's lazy, he's old, he's slow, he will score goals. Morecambe, Barrow, Salford, wherever he's at, he scores goals. And he might not be the flashy centre forward. He might not be one that sprints in behind, beats defenders, one or two defenders, then whips one in the corner. But he's a man that will score goals, and goals win matches. Matches win prizes, don't they? And I think Cole Stockton's going to be a massive part of Salford City's team. And rough prediction, I've got mid-table. I think they've got worse from last season. I think they've digressed or regressed from last season. I don't think their squad is as good right now as it was at the end of last season, the final game of the season, which is why I think they dropped down a few places. They finished 8th last year. I'm thinking like 9th to 13th, somewhere like that. They might drop down 3 or 4 places. I just don't think they're improved. They have improved, from last season to this. Obviously, it could all change, and football's a funny game. But that is where we're going to wrap up this video with Salford City. Make sure to smash a like on the video. As always, guys, do subscribe to the channel. If there are any Salford City fans watching this, do let me know if you completely disagree with my sort of evaluation of your season ahead. Tomorrow's video will be Shrewsbury. Then we've got Swindon Town, and then I just believe it is Tranmere Walsall, and that will be it. That will be the end of the series. But thank you guys for watching. See you tomorrow for Shrewsbury Town, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Smash a like if you have. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching.